Hi, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to move and copy files and folders in OneDrive. We're here in Gary Colson's OneDrive, and Gary wants to move the acceptable use policy document into the new policy documents folder. So we're going to select that document, and you see the little circle out here, the little check box. When we click there, you'll see that is highlighted in gray, and we have the little blue circle with the check. That lets me know that it has been selected. We're going to take that and we're going to come up here to our toolbar. Now you'll notice our toolbar has changed. It now gives us options for that individual file. We're going to go ahead and click on Move To. Now, in here, we see that we can choose our destination. We can move to our OneDrive, but we can also move to other SharePoint document libraries. We're going to stick with moving to OneDrive. And when we do that, we see the three folders that we have here in our OneDrive. We also have an option to create a new folder, but we're going to choose the new policy documents folder, and you'll see your OneDrive new policy documents. We're going to click on Move here and move one item. It's very fast, but it moved that one item into that new policy documents folder. We no longer see the acceptable use policy document, but if we open up this folder, we see that it is there. Let's do another one. Let's go ahead and take the employee cell phone use policy. Now, you see these three ellipses here, and when I hover over it, it says show action. If I click on that, I have this big menu here, and the same items that are on this are up here on my toolbar, but you'll also see that I have the option to move to. We're going to click that, and we get the same thing again. We're going to move it to our OneDrive into the new policy documents, move here, and there it goes. And if we go ahead and open up the new policy documents folder, you're not seeing it in there, but don't panic. We're going to refresh. There it is. Sometimes you got to do a refresh on those. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and move a folder, let's say I wanted to move the HR documents folder into the new policy documents, I could go ahead and, again, I could choose show actions here, or I could click on Move To up here on our toolbar. I can go to OneDrive and I can move it into the new policy documents, move here, and now that folder is in the new policy documents. Now I don't actually want to do that, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it back to simply my OneDrive, move here. You'll see it's gone from the new policy documents, and there it is in my files. Now let's take a look at copying a file. We've seen how to move them. Now we want to copy. Let's go ahead and let's take this file here, the Elevator Skills History. Now, if we want to make a copy of this, and I will caution you about making copies of documents in your OneDrive. If you intend to share the documents or if you intend to collaborate on the documents, if you have two copies of it, you might run into some issues if you're not sure which one you're collaborating on. So just be aware. But we're going to take this Elevator Skills History file and we're going to come up here to our toolbar. Now we see Move To, but we don't see Copy, but we have more ellipses here. So we're going to click there, and you see one of our options is Copy To. So we're going to click that. And again, it's the same as we saw with the move, but we're going to choose your OneDrive and we're going to copy this to HR documents, and we'll click on Copy here. So we see that it copied one item to HR documents. We still see Elevator Skills History here, but when we open up HR documents, we see that it is now there as well. It is a copy of the original document here. We can also use the ellipses here, and we have the option to copy. And again, we see the same options here. We could create a new folder. We could add it to new policy documents. Let's say we wanted to do that. We can copy it there. And now if we go to new policy documents, we see the elevator skills history. Now we don't want that in here, so we're simply going to select it and click on delete. And we can also go ahead in HR documents, choose the ellipses and delete from there. And the same process, of course, works if you want to copy a folder as well. So now you've seen how to move and copy files and folders in OneDrive. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.